What's up, everyone? All right, so here we are, another green day. I took 5 trades today, and guess what? 5 winners. That's what I love. 100% accuracy. 5 trades on 2 stocks, over $2,000 of profit. That is a great way to start the week. Now, all things considered, it's not the biggest day, certainly of my career, but it's a green day, and I'm happy with that. I think right now we're still in a little bit of a slow market. Last week was a little choppy. It was basically a break-even week for me. And today, I had the opportunity to take what could have been a really big trade. Now, this is the stock EVFM that I'll talk about during the recap. I made $1,000 on it, buying it at $4. But when I was first watching it, it was at $2.98. And all of a sudden it pops up to $3.55, it gets halted, resumes and squeezes up to $5. You know, I hesitated. And I hesitated because I had a red day, 2 red days last week. I didn't want to be super aggressive. I was at that time up like $1,100 on the day after 3 trades, which is good. But for every trade I take, I risk between $500 and $1,000. So to take 3 trades and be up only $1,100, $1,200 is not a great day. And I knew that with one bad trade, I could give it all back. And I just wanted the confidence of another green day. So I hesitated and it went without me. But, you know, could have been a $10,000 winner, still got in at 4, captured a little bit of profit, made $1,000 on it. And you know what? $2,000 a day, that keeps the job away. So I'm happy with that. As usual, any questions, any comments on the recap today, leave them below. I'll come back through and answer them later this afternoon. You like these videos, give us the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow morning. All right, see you then. Okay, so we're going over the trades from this morning. Started as usual each morning looking at the gap scanner. 9:25 a.m. There really wasn't a lot that looked good. PLG was a reverse split stock. I didn't take any trades on it. It ended up blasting through high of day of 64 and then coming right back down to 140. No trades on that one for me. The float was a little too high. Next one down, not enough volume. Next one down, PTI. Gapping up 18%, but 28 million share float. So the float was a little on the higher side, not my absolute favorite. By the way, anyone watching on Facebook or YouTube, you've got questions, put them down below. I'll come back through and answer them later today. I see you guys on Facebook Live putting in questions. I might miss them right now, but I will come back and answer them. PTI, not a very strong pre-market chart, sold off, the bell rings, and it sells off. So no trades on that one. Next one down, IHT, low float of 5.74 million shares, but not a lot of volume pre-market, not a lot of chart history. On average, the stock trades with very light volume, so I wasn't that interested in it, and it didn't do anything today. Next one down, EVFM. All right, so EVFM, this is the one that I ended up doing pretty well on. I took a couple trades on it. And my first trade, I was a little skeptical of this one as well because of the fact that pre-market, it had sort of a similar chart as PTI. It had popped up and sold off, and then popped up again and sold off. And right before the bell, you can see that it had dropped down to just about $4. So I really wasn't totally confident that EVFM was going to be a clean one out of the gates. You know, but the bell rang and it started to squeeze up. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to jump in and let's see what this thing can do. So we got the first 1-minute micro pullback right here. It then squeezes up and we got a second 1-minute micro pullback right there, which was at 460. I expected that would resolve by making a new high. And so I went ahead and jumped in it at 46 and 45. As it dipped down and it surged back up, and I was selling it at 55, 59, 61, and getting a little scalp there on that setup. Actually, that was at 935, yeah, which was right here. It dipped down to a low of 40, and as it surged back up, I jumped in. It then had a little resistance here right around 68. It pops up to a high of 79, and I got in on this little pullback here, adding at 80 and 84, and then selling at 89 and 82 and 86. So on those 2 trades, I was up about $700. Not the biggest winner, but 2 small green trades, and I was happy with that. So those are my first 2 trades. Then the next one was a 5-minute setup on EVFM where I bought it at 458 and 461. So here, as you can see, pull back, I jumped in right there and it popped up to a high of 73. This was the first 5-minute candle to make a new high, and that gave me another like $300. So that puts me up $1,124.23 on 3 trades on EVFM. Didn't end up retesting pre-market highs, still not the strongest stock, not a home run, but a green trade, and I'll be happy with that. DFFM. All right, now this one we had on watch on Friday because it was a reverse split. So you can see the reverse split here, but Friday it of course just sold off. I mean, it popped up to 370 and then dropped back down to $3. So it was pretty choppy. It didn't hold up very well, and it ended up dropping down and selling off. So that one wasn't super good. All right, then this morning when I saw it right around $3, I was just honestly like, I see it hanging out there. I see that, some of you guys are talking about it and watching it, but based on that, did I really want to be a buyer over 3? I just didn't really see the setup. And so I just kind of said, you know what, I'm just going to leave it for right now. And, if it ends up going, then that's fine. Well, guess what? Right at 9:55, U.S. Patent Office awards exclusive rights, blah, 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 blah. So there's a headline that comes out at 9:55 and boom. And I was literally watching it when that happened, but I didn't see the headline. And so it ends up squeezing at 3:55 and getting halted on a circuit breaker. It's halted for 10 minutes. It opens just under $4 and squeezes up to a high of 460. When it resumes, I jump in for the break of 4. I jump in with 6,000 shares, and honestly, I sold it pretty quick at 403 and 404. It then rips up to 460. You live and you learn. I mean, this one, I just didn't totally trust it, but I was like, I'll take a small scalp. And so I took the small scalp. It was 415 on the ask, but I was like, it's already up a lot. I'm not sure it's going to keep going. And then I ended up selling another half of my 750 shares at 460. Added back at 440 and 433, sold at 442, 449, and 452 and 463. It ended up hitting a high a day of right around 490 and then squeezing up to a high of 513 before selling off $1 per share. So again, I was a little conservative. If I had seen this headline, sure, I would have jumped in right here, and with 10,000 shares at 320, selling at 420, that would have been a $10,000 winner. But I didn't see the headline. So I'm not going to beat myself up for it. It's a green trade. I'm happy about that. And a lot of you guys were watching this as well and made some money on it. So, being green on 5 out of 5 trades is always nice for me and for you guys watching over my shoulder. So I feel good about that. Another solid day. And guess what? We'll lock it up and we'll do it again tomorrow. Try to have a really solid week here before we go into the holiday. Next week's going to be a little different with Christmas, the week after with New Year's Eve, and New Year's Day. So we'll just try to make a little bit of money this week, knowing the next couple weeks are going to be a little unusual. But, this is a really good time to study up. Go back, rewatch all those live trading archives for those of you guys that are in the classes. And, get ready because, December is usually strong. January is almost always stronger. So I'm really looking forward to January. But we'll try to finish up this month with some more winners. Okay, so that's it for me. I hope you guys have a great afternoon. As I said, any questions, any comments, YouTube, Facebook, leave them below. I'll come back and answer them later today. And you guys in the room, I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow we've got a mentor session at 3 p.m. For Warrior Pro students, so that's a great spot to get your questions answered. All right, see you guys in the morning. Bye, everyone. If you're still watching, you must have really enjoyed that video. So why not subscribe and get email alerts anytime I upload new content? Remember, when you subscribe, you become a member of the Warrior Trading family.